So why does having an objective mean so much when it comes to research? What's the big deal? Why do we need to have an objective? When you have an objective, it helps in guiding the structure and scope of a research project. So the exploratory research actually will help you define questions and understand what kind of questions you need to ask to understand this new phenomenon that you're trying to study. A descriptive research would try and outline the facts, as in, okay, this is when it's happening and why and how it's happening and where it's happening, all of those details. So describing the situation here. Then the diagnostic research will help you in understanding the patterns and relationships. So that will help you understand which are the different variables here. Is there a pattern going on here, and is there some kind of relationship here? Once you see and observe something like this, then you know, okay, now I'm going to have a hypothesis. We do a hypothesis testing research because now we're certain that something is going on, but we want to make absolutely sure that there is a connection between them and it's not caused by something else. So let's say that you have a rash when you go out into the park, and you have this theory that the rash is being caused by the sunscreen lotion that you're using. So that would be the observation. Every time you go out into the park for a walk and you're wearing the sunscreen lotion, you've noticed the rash coming. So this is your basic pattern and relationship. You've observed a pattern, you've seen a relationship here. Now you're going to propose a theory or a hypothesis saying that the sunscreen is causing the rash. So to test that, you would need a condition where you use the sunscreen and you go somewhere outside the park, and then you test it in that environment. You use the sunscreen and you go to a place where there is no sun, making sure that there is no external factor that's impacting it. And then you wear the thing and you go out. And then maybe what you will find is that you are having the rash because you're allergic to a pollen from a tree or something instead of the sunscreen, and it's only in that particular park because the tree only is in that particular park. So now you've actually done a bit of testing, a hypothesis testing, and you've been able to identify the cause and effect and understand that your initial assumption based on the patterns that you saw was not really true. So understanding these objectives actually ensures that a study is well directed, relevant, and able to contribute meaningfully to knowledge in a particular field. So to summarize, the objectives of good research help us to determine the type of study and the methodology that should be used, and also how we should interpret the results. Whether you're seeking new insights, or you're just describing a pattern, or you're exploring associations between different elements, or you're actually testing the causal links, the cause and effect relationship between different variables, research remains a vital tool for expanding knowledge and solving problems across all domains.